I'd like to welcome everybody to episode 22. I got my producer Chris over here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fucking always 45 fucking minutes late.
Late to his own funeral, folks.
Can't fucking help it.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you got 5 kids.
Yeah.
$700 worth of groceries.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
PEBT?
Yeah. I got a fucking frozen burrito at 7-Eleven for dinner.
Hell yeah.
And I'll probably be fine.
He'll definitely be fucking up the toilet later.
But anyhow, Christopher, I feel very honored today. We have a lovely woman here today.
Yeah, it's episode 22. And what's her name?
Yolanda.
Yolanda, Yolanda, Yolanda. Yolanda, Yolanda, Yolanda.
Wow, that's one of the best introductions to anybody,
I love that.
Well,
Thank you for the intro.
All I got is the Dougie dance,
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
Oh, and I got the Dougie.
And then I said the Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
Hey, that's a good
me how to
mix up.
Dougie.
We'll put them together.
Right?
Should be a song.
Oh, it will be. I'm a producer.
So anyhow, Miss Yolanda,
Yes, Mr. Doug.
we got you here, and it's about that time that I ask you, what's your deal?
People who don't know how to drive are probably the main reason why
That you're here?
Well, no, but they're the main reason why I scream and fucking yell and everything else. I got a bunch of shit. I'm impatient. I don't like people who don't know how to drive. I'm impatient. It all started back when my parents didn't buy me that pink Barbie doll I wanted for Christmas.
Pink.
That's bullshit.
Mhm.
Why
Yeah.
was she pink?
Because I wanted it. And
No,
I
I
didn't
don't
get it.
I don't understand why Barbie was pink.
Well, because I wanted a pink Barbie.
Did she exist?
Of course. I was born in the 80s. Everything existed.
Like pink Barbies?
Pink Barbies.
I mean, like her skin was pink?
No, but her outfit, her shoes.
Yeah, man. Come on.
You
give
know,
it
I
the
mean,
now.
jeez.
Give it the now.
I may
And
have
I didn't
missed
get it,
out on
and-
some of the Barbies.
And my dreams
stuff.
were trashed forever. No, I'm just kidding.
As long as you're cool with G.I. Joe, Doug,
I didn't even... Shit.
Yeah, I didn't
I
fuck
was
with
well
that.
beyond all that stuff, man.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
Me and my...
She-Ra was cool.
I remember we had Lost in Space, Yolanda.
Oh, I don't remember Lost
It was
in
a
Space.
TV show, and they had a robot.
Oh.
That was lost in space with them.
Oh, wow. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I
But
remember as a kid, my grandma having this box of toys in like her extra room because, we couldn't go into grandpa's room because that's where grandpa smoked his cigarettes and watched shit kickers. You weren't allowed in there unless you were fucking quiet and would be good.
We're shit kickers.
You forgot the quotations on cigarettes.
Well, yeah, cigarettes and
No, cigarettes were cool back then.
yeah, I mean that was just like a gimme. Cigarettes were a gimme, but I'm saying like you can go into grandpa's room with like, and it was like this, like your sunroom, and it was grandpa's room, and you
Man.
couldn't fucking go in there if you didn't shut the fuck up. You had to sit there and you had to watch all the shit kickers that he watched, and he would smoke and he would drink his he drank regular Coors at the time in a can, and this was all before 5 a.m. So when you went to grandma's house, you were in for a fucking treat in the morning.
Your grandpa sounds a lot like me.
Well, yeah,
Breakfast of champions.
that's
right.
right. And grandpa would take me without a shower or a bath or comb my hair or brush my teeth, and we would go walking to the liquor store down the street in Covina.
To get some beer.
He would get beer, and I would get candy or whatever I wanted.
So you grew up in Covina?
I did not grow up in Covina. I grew up kind of all over. Originally, I was born at the General, which now has a fancier name, and I grew up in Azusa. And my parents, they had me and whatever, and then my mom kicked my dad to the curb, and then it was just us in Azusa. And then My mom met my stepdad, David. My mom worked at DOJ downtown. And my stepdad showed us and my mom a different way of life and things like that, in a positive way, of course. And then my mom joined the police academy. She graduated from Rio Hondo. Then we moved to Covina. So I lived in Covina for a little while, not too long. Then my mom ended up going to the Air Force, and she went into the Air Force, and we did all that for a little while. And then she got out of the Air Force, and we moved to Phillips Ranch, which is just a nicer part of Pomona. So we moved there, went to high school there, and just kind of lived our life there for a while. And now I'm 30, gonna be 40, and married to my husband Rick for almost 12 years. We have 3 beautiful children. We live here in Highland.
And he seems to be a very beautiful man from what I've
Oh,
found
my husband
out.
is the best. He's the best. I met my husband at a bar with my mom.
I met your husband at a
You
bar,
did.
man.
You sure did.
We got a lot in common.
That's right. That's right. So we, me and my husband don't have a very traditional story of how we met, because I went home with my husband the first night I met him at the bar. And we've been together ever since, and we have 3 beautiful kids. We've, like I said, been married 12 years. Live here in Highland. We came from El Sereno. Shout out Dodger Stadium. Woo-hoo. Go Dodgers.
Go
Hope they
Dodgers.
win
Go
today,
Dodgers.
because we
Oh,
got to do
yeah.
it today or else we're done. But, yeah. And here we are, and we, made our way to the Bell. And I don't even know how we even started even going to the Bell. I think it was just me passing by, going to Walmart or some shit. And I was like, hey, there's this little hole in the wall place, and it says the Bell. And I told my husband, we should go there. And so we just, one day we walked there, because we went out and we were drinking and doing all. I go, let's just walk there. We could just walk. Bad idea.
You can walk
Because you
there.
stumbled home,
Oh,
huh?
I stumbled
But
home,
you
and
either
it's
stumble or crawl back.
and
Yeah,
what's the
yeah,
funny
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is we had a fucking lift waiting for us right out the fucking front, but my husband was like, nah, we're gonna fucking walk home, and you're not that drunk. And I'm like, fuck, I'm fucked up. So I was like, all right. So we walked home. I got into my cul-de-sac and I fucking fell. I don't even know what I fell on, probably just stumbling and being drunk. And I was like a little fucking turtle, on my back, help me. And my husband's like, oh my God, you have to roll over, Yolanda. And I'm like, I can't, help me. The neighbors are looking. I'm like, dude, it's 2 a.m. Nobody's
I'm falling and I can't get
I'm falling
up.
and I can't get up. Let me push my life alert, And so, yeah, we've just been going to the Bell ever since, and met a lot of nice people, a lot of interesting people. You're one of those interesting people. And
Yeah, well, to me,
here I
you're
am.
one or two. Yeah, no. The exact reason that this podcast even exists is for interesting people,
Well,
know.
thank you for thinking of me.
I've
as
been a
interesting.
little nervous of you.
Why?
Well, I don't know. You're a little louder than most, You can almost...
You mean louder than you?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Quite hard to find.
Yeah,
Well,
hard to find.
I'll make you work for it. That's for sure.
Yeah. So, but you ended up basically going to high school in Covina,
No, I went to high school in Phillips Ranch, where we used to live,
which was basically Pomona.
But this was the flip side of it. When you told people where you lived, and in the area that we lived in, the numbers only go from 1 to 99, the addresses. So I lived on 39 Rolling Hills Drive. So when I went to Pomona and would party with people in Pomona, and they'd be like, oh, where do you live? I'm like, oh, I live in Pomona. Okay, where do you live? Oh, I live by Diamond Ranch High School, which is the high school that I went to. And they're like, that's not fucking Pomona. That's Phillips Ranch. And I'm like, okay, Phillips Ranch. But then, as I got older, people would be like, oh, well, you grew up in Pomona. And I'm like, okay, whichever one. So It was always but we were really close to Diamond Bar. My school is technically in Diamond Bar. It's off the 60 and Phillips Ranch Road up in the hills. That's Diamond Bar. So, it's just how it goes, I guess.
Okay. I grew up in Temple City.
Temple City.
But if the people that live next door to me, they went to Arcadia High School.
Oh, okay.
The people that lived across the street from
Mhm.
me went to Temple City High School.
Okay.
And the people who lived in my house went to El Monte School District Arroyo High School.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so, that's what kind of ventured me into the world because when I talk to people, I say, come from El Monte,
Mhm.
Now
Monte.
I literally lived
And believe
in
it or not,
Temple.
El Monte is
I
pretty
lived
small.
in Temple City,
Uh-huh.
but I fucking grew up in El Monte,
In
man.
El Monte.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always get the flavor of you as a little bit of a homegirl. Did you ever play in that field?
I never like joined a gang or did any of that, but I definitely had like my chola days where I like
Vatos locos forever.
Vatos locos forever, Miklo. Like, yeah, I had that, like, I had my friends who like, and I had friends that were from like the neighborhood or they were from like a gang, but I don't know if it was a luck of the draw or just, I don't know, but I never got asked to like get jumped in or do those kind of things. I mean, I dated the guys from there, but I never became a chola, like a real chola.
You weren't honorary.
No, I was not honorary. No. No, I was more continental.
Did you make it out of your childhood into your adulthood with a best friend from school or anything?
Yes and no. So when I started going to junior high, when we lived in Phillips Ranch, I went to a school in Diamond Bar called Lorbeer Elementary. We were the Longhorns, and I met a lot of people that I wasn't used to coming from a school in Azusa and Covina. So when I went to school in Covina, sorry, but I went with a lot of white people. And when I went to a school in Diamond Bar, it was like more than like 60% Asian. So it was really different for me because when I was in Covina, I was used to white people and they were always very nice and I have a lot of white friends, but I wasn't used to the Asian aspect of it. So it was really different for me to have friends who would come over to my house and they would like take their shoes off without me even asking.
And them motherfuckers are really good at math too.
They're really good at math. They are. And like I had a lot of friends who were Asian and they had tiger moms, like they couldn't come and go to the movies with us or like, you can't sit with us, like things like that because
they were kind of racist, I would imagine.
Well, it wasn't that they were racist, but I think that they were already kind of bred for like, this is what you're going to do and nobody's going to fucking get in the way.
Right.
So you wanting to go to the movies with your little friends, it doesn't matter if they're Mexican or whatever, you can't go. So it was like, oh, okay. So, Tracy couldn't go with us to the movies this week because her mom said no. And it was like, oh, okay. Like, it was different. It was really different. And it was really different for me and my brother because I have a younger brother. But, it's just how it was. And in a way, I'm grateful for that because we got exposed to different ethnics and backgrounds because we had friends that were Indian too. And so we got exposed to that. We're like, as if we were living in Azusa where we were when I was younger, I probably wouldn't have gotten exposed to any of that.
Right.
So, but it was good. It was a good experience. And,
I got one Asian friend.
Yeah, I have a couple. And, it is what it is.
Racist. I have a couple.
Well,
I got one.
It's... I get it kind of, I think every race kind of sticks to their own for the majority part of it. And, now I have kind of like a mixed bag, but
my buddy Julius is from the Philippines and I met him in the 3rd grade. He had moved from the Philippines.
Okay.
And he's been my best friend ever since. And now I'm 58 going on 59.
There you go.
So, yeah, Jules is a keeper, So
there you go.
When I think about Asian people, I think about the one I got.
There you go. And he's the keeper, right?
Well, the thing is like I do plumbing for a living and stuff. So the opportunity for me to meet a lot of Asian people and become friends with them is pretty goddamn slim to none.
Well, yeah, because there's not really very many Asian plumbers.
I'm gonna go.
Asian people are fucking building. They're not fucking down there in doing the plumbing.
They're the ones who are writing up the actual,
they're the superintendents. They're the mega people. They're not down there like doing that.
They're writing the blueprints.
Yeah, now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Seems like some of
they're good at math.
I don't want this.
Yeah. Well, my husband's not Asian, and he's very good at math. I always say my husband's a fucking human calculator.
That's right.
I'm
like,
pretty
thank
good
God.
I'm pretty good at math, even when I have to break out my calculator.
Oh, yeah, no, my husband doesn't really break out the calculator. My husband is just like...
I can get to, sometimes I scare myself. It's like, I think I have...
Because you're that good?
No, well, I think I got the number in my head.
I think it's because everybody else is that bad.
Oh, right.
That's badass.
What kind of calculator do you use? Do you use what is it, that TI 3800 or whatever it was?
No, just
that Texas Instrument bullshit that I had to fucking buy in high school that I never fucking used again.
No,
I don't even know where it is now. And now I buy a 99-cent bullshit one. Or actually, it's on your phone now. You don't even need that.
Well, I know. That's what I do. I just go to calculator.
Oh, okay.
And then I do stuff like, because I don't care anymore because I'm getting old.
Right.
But I'll do stuff like 13 times 5.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll go, oh, yeah, that seems like about the right amount.
See where he gets is that he can literally bust out that tape measure and tell you it's 17 and a half, motherfucker.
Right.
This is 17 and a quarter. Cut it again.
And that's funny because there's times where I tell my husband, I'm like, hey, Rick, how tall do you think fucking little Ricky is, my oldest son? And he'll be like, oh, well, he's so many inches. I'm like, okay. And then I put that down because I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know. I'm like, oh, he's like this. And then I put my hand up. Like, I don't know, inches and all that bullshit.
Oh, am I?
I know that a 12 inches a fucking foot long because Subway. But other than that, I don't fucking know.
When I was little, and maybe you'd like to start trying this, we'd stand against a doorway and put
Oh, yeah, my parents did that.
And then you make a little mark.
I ain't doing that shit. I ain't fucking marking up my shit.
Oh, come on. It's cute.
No, I don't want no kinds of shit like that.
No
sort of like these signatures on my desk.
Well, how dare you cover up my signature? You told me like.
Well, you're saying you
when
don't
it's
want
here,
to
it's
fuck
here
up
forever.
your shit. Those are your kids' heights.
Well,
It's like,
At least do it for the Instagram picture. Fuck.
Well, what you do is you
for the gram.
No, you wait till they're like 21 and then you make them show your.
Shit, when they're 21, they need to be fucking at their own house doing that shit. They don't need to be at mine.
But then you force them to show you their license.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get to the height and you go, oh.
Oh, but I could still fucking slap you.
That's how tall they are.
Oh, that's funny. I don't think I want my kids to drive like for a long time. And I know it sounds stupid, but fucking people don't know how to drive, dude.
Oh, you got a bad thing about driving.
Yeah, it's one of my pet peeves. I have a lot of pet peeves, but that's one of them.
That's why podcasts are so badass, what you do. I'm looking at the camera now. You subscribe to What's Your Deal with Doug Gleason.
That's right.
And then you have hours upon hours of entertainment while you're stuck in traffic behind those assholes that are in front of you.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Yep. And I always wondered, like, what is the logic thinking behind some of the shit that people do when they drive? Like, they should make like a show, like where somebody just fucking randomly pops up and is like, what was your reason for fucking waiting that whole time when you seen for 2 miles that the lane was fucking closed? But you decided to be the fucking asshole that waits to hold up traffic to fucking get over. We want to know your reasoning and go. And then that person would just say, because I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know. Like, what is it? Like, what is the reasoning behind you fucking wearing a mask inside your car and it's just fucking you? Like, what is the reasoning behind that?
I'm number one.
I mean, I don't get it sometimes. Like, why are you driving with your fucking high beams on? I mean, what the fuck, dude? Like, you need to go back to fucking driver ed somewhere. You're driving with your high beams on and it's not even fucking nighttime. Like, I don't get it. Like, Why park in a handicap spot and you're not fucking handicapped, motherfucker? Like, why do that? Like, you're just a piece of shit when you do that to me.
Being lazy isn't a handicap. I'll give you that for sure.
I drive like 65 miles both ways.
I hope you're in the slow lane
every day.
I hope you're in the slow lane.
Oh, bullshit, man.
What? You're the person that I fucking and like go around.
You'll find my stupid ass in a diamond lane. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, in the diamond lane, you know, I'm
all by myself, but
the diamond lane is its own fucking thing.
Yeah,
you know?
it's a monster.
Like, you know. And now you have to, what is that thing with the fast pass? You have to fucking pay to use the,
I'm not using those freeways.
Oh, well.
I'm using the 210 and I'm like, and the 10. Yeah.
Well, if
the
you
10,
do that
there's
in
a
Utah,
fast pass in the 10.
If you do that in Utah, you can drive the express lane in Utah just like you would the HOV lane here in California.
But do you have to pay?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. But California is fucked up. They'll just charge you for fucking looking at the freeway.
Yeah. I used to be able to drive that portion of the 10. I don't look at it much. And now you can't. It's a fucking HOV lane, and I'm like, fuck you. I'm not paying fucking $13 to drive quicker to get to my in-laws. I'll fucking sit in traffic. Fuck you.
I was thinking, hey, you know, I
ain't doing it.
Yolanda, I was thinking though the other day that it would be easy for a parent these days to teach their children how to drive on the freeway.
Oh no.
Hold on, like in a parking lot. And so you get your kid behind the wheel, and when he gets to about 4 miles an hour, you go, stop!
I don't know.
And then when he sits there for a few seconds, you go, okay, get up to about 3 miles an hour. Stop!
That's literally just like letting your fucking foot go from the pedal, though, because...
Well, that's all we do on the freeway now.
Wait, you let your foot off on the freeway? I can't fucking do that shit.
Yeah,
I'm on the brake.
Yeah.
Brake and idle.
It's
Brake and idle.
Brake. Yeah. Once you get to about 4 miles an hour, just stop. And you'll do perfect on the freeway.
It's fucking breaking idle, man.
Yep, it's breaking idle. What the fuck are you doing? Like, you know? Oh, yeah.
So anyhow, word on the street is you have like 3 icky old kids.
I do. I have 3 monsters.
How's that going for you?
It's going good. It's, you know, they keep me crazy. I'm surprised I'm not fucking bald. But, you know, it's good. I try to be much involved as I can. I am I'm my kid's mom, so.
How many boys? How many girls?
I have 1 boy, Ricky Jr., who's 10. I have Jasmine, who's 8, going on 21. And then I have my precious Sophia, who's 7 and has Down syndrome. And that's been a journey within itself.
I would imagine.
Hasn't always been pretty, but it's, you know, I'm loving the fucking ride and where we're going, and it's been awesome.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah. I wear multiple hats.
Fan-fucking-tastic. You know, I mean, I don't even know how to move past that little part.
You know, you just say, hey, that's great.
Hey, that's great.
There you go.
Hey, you know, for you on that part, you know, it's like, you got to cheers it. That's all there is to it. Like, there really is.
Thank you.
It's not easy.
I'm not looking for sympathy or anything like that, but you know,
I just know it's difficult to raise children in that aspect, and then I have a lot of friends that do that as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, hats off to you. That's fucking awesome, Yolanda.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, shit, man. You threw me off.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
This is.
If I'm going to tell it, I'm going to tell it. It's my fucking story, and that's just how it goes.
See, this is a part where my heart opens up.
Oh,
you know?
Okay. Are we going to have a Dr. Phil moment?
I don't want people to see Crybaby Doug.
Yeah, we don't want Crybaby Doug. I watched that movie before I came here today when I was waiting. Crybaby with fucking Johnny Depp and whoever, Hatchet Face and all that shit.
So you were talking about some OG shit, then you threw out Crybaby. If you guys have never seen the movie Crybaby, then you have to see it.
It's a good movie. Man. Yep, it's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah. I would highly recommend it.
What do you do? What do you do for work right now?
I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a cat bitch. I stay at home.
That's fucking hard.
And, I'm at the beck and call of my children. I take everybody to school, pick up everybody from school. I try to fit in. I joined the little YMCA gym over here in Highland, and I try to go in. I am on PTO. We don't have PTA at my school, and I am the school's president.
What does
Oh, hell yeah.
Parent Teacher Organization.
Wow, PTO.
And don't ask me why we're that. I don't fucking know. We're just...
Because you guys are woke.
When I joined the fucking school, that's what they said we were. And I was like, okay.
The question most wouldn't want to ask, but I will because it's very relevant now is how do you feel about them masking these kids in school?
Okay, so I am pretty pro-choice. So I am, I said for our district, it's different because I know LA County, they have a lot more restrictions than our district does.
They just passed you have to have a Vax card to go into a restaurant in LA County.
That's right. But we're not there. And I kind of feel like I'm glad to live in this district because I did get vaccinated. And, I did it because I did it. I didn't do it because anything else. Anyways, so I sent my kids back to in-person summer school when our district opened it up. I sent all 3 of my kids, even my daughter Sophia, who has Down syndrome. Right. I sent them all back, and it was great. It was awesome. And I don't do sending my kids back to school because of childcare. I know that's kind of come up because people kind of, they did in the past use a school as a childcare thing. I stay home, so I don't need anybody to fucking take care of my kids. I could take care of my kids on my own. I did distance learning with my kids. All my kids had a Chromebook, and I fucking did it all day, every day. And then when they said, we're opening it up, if you want to send your kid, send your kid. If you don't, you don't. I send my fucking kids back. I got vaccinated, within that process. And, now I just feel like if you want to wear the mask, wear the mask. If you don't want to wear the mask, it's not my business.
But it's for the kids. I mean, because you think the social aspect of it is the smiles on their faces, the way that they express things with each other.
And I'm going to be really honest. I'm at the school a lot, even though supposedly we're not supposed to have adults on campus, which to me is kind of BS. But I've been on campus and I've seen grown ass teachers with no mask. I've seen kids running around with no mask. It doesn't bother me. I'm not one of those you need to wear a mask. You need to wear. I have fucking better things to do with my time than to worry about if you're wearing a mask or not. It's not my fucking business, dude. All I can do is what I'm doing, and I can't worry about everybody else. If that's, if you want to wear a mask, that's fucking great. You're awesome. If I send my kids and they don't wear the mask, okay, good example. My daughter Sophia. She has Down syndrome. It is what it is. She has an intellectual disability. Do you think she's going to fucking keep a mask on all day from 8:50 to 3:30 at school? You're fucking you're out of your mind if you think that my kid is going to wear a fucking mask or a face shield all that whole time. It ain't going to fucking happen. And you also
have the problem with the kids that oh, you got Spider-Man and I have the Hulk. Let's trade.
Yes. So yes. I mean, it's sometimes I think it's
rough. It's really rough.
It's rough. It's really rough. And, again, like I said, if you want to wear the mask, good for you. If you don't want to wear it, it's not my fucking business. I have other things going on, like laundry and trying to fucking clean up the cat shit and fucking forcing myself to eat because if I don't, then I'm going to be all day fucking doing shit without eating. I don't have time to worry about it.
Yeah.
All I can do is what I'm doing, and that's fucking it. Sorry.
Yeah, see, that's where I get concerned about professional bowling.
Bowling? Who fucking even watches that? I mean, it's great, but
with all this,
you're more than 6 feet apart with their lane and you're in your lane.
With all this focus on mask, nobody's thinking about professional bowling.
Well, what about golf? They're just as close too, and baseball. Baseball is close too. No, I'm not even
worried about that. But I mean, name me one professional bowler, Yolanda.
Kingpin.
That was a good movie.
I don't know any professional bowlers.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray. I just watched him. That's another movie I watched before I came over here. What About Bob? And that shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I didn't like that movie. Now I only watched it once.
Oh no, it was pretty. It's pretty funny, but
I did not like it when it appeared.
I like Groundhog Day, just to be honest.
Well, that's
have you ever had deja vu? Well, I can ask the cook.
Now that's a masterpiece.
Yeah. It was a good movie.
That movie is a absolute masterpiece. Do you like watching a lot of movies? Because I've heard you talk to me a lot about.
I do like watching a lot of movies, and me and my husband like to I know it's stupid, but we'll say things from a movie, every now and then. And
guess that movie.
Exactly. Right. Like, did anybody tell you look like a little penis wearing a hat? Things like that.
No, I don't know that one.
Oh, that's from League of Their Own. So there's just stupid things that me and my husband say, but I like to watch movies.
I could eat a peach for hours.
That's right.
Do you have what would you say? I mean, if you had to go through a top 5, where would you be?
Okay, top 5 would be, and it's gonna be like Jack FM. We're gonna go up and down. Okay, so it would be Godfather, all of them.
Oh yeah.
It would be, again, another mafia movie. I liked Reservoir Dogs a lot.
Yeah.
I liked Edward Scissorhands. So here we go.
Yeah.
And then I liked, what's that other movie? Goodfellas. Because I'm Karen. I'm totally Karen. And my 5th movie, I know it's going to fucking sound stupid, is James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah.
I know. I like the claymation. I like that shit. I like that stuff. It's I'm weird.
But that goes back to
Ronald Dahl. I read the book when I was in elementary, and I liked it.
The guy that made the movie was the same guy that made Edward Scissorhands. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
I don't know. I just liked it.
I do.
Is it the same guy that did all the
Nightmare Before
Yes,
Christmas?
Tim Burton. I like Tim Burton. I just watched Corpse's Bride with my daughter yesterday. I like that. I like the claymation. I like that weird shit. I like Beetlejuice. I like all that shit.
Well, see, Tim Burton did all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah.
I like all that stuff.
One of my top 5 movies of all times is The Big Fish.
The Big Fish. Oh, is that the one where it's the son is telling the story of the dad and he turns into that fucking big fish?
Yes.
Yes, that's a good movie.
That's a Tim Burton movie.
That is, and it's really good. I like that movie.
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of Benjamin Button because the dad kind of goes backwards.
I can never make it through that movie without crying.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I was never very close to my father, but
okay.
And it seemed like that guy wasn't very close to his father, but
right. Only when he started getting sick. End. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't quite hold up for it.
I like Pee Wee Herman movies too. Big Top Pee Wee and all those. I like those. I grew up with Pee Wee's Playhouse. I grew up with that shit. Became a fucking perv in the end, but I still love Pee Wee.
That's not a perv.
Well, he came out. They ended up, whatever. I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You go into an adult place that shows porno and
that's right.
Decide to jack off.
Right.
I say you getting what you pay for,
right?
I don't know.
I like that one movie too that came out Under the Candelabra, and it was a story about Liberace.
Yes.
With Matt Damon or whatever. I fucking love that. I could still watch that movie all fucking day.
That was a wonderful movie.
It was a wonderful movie.
That was awesome. Weird how Liberace wanted to make him into Liberace, though. Huh?
Right? And then he paid for plastic surgery to have him look like his son and all this shit.
No, to look like him.
Yeah. I mean, it was, yeah. You know?
That's fucking awesome. I wish I had that kind of power.
Right?
Yeah, John.
Learn to play the piano and wear some fucking like
hey John,
big old
I'll give you $150 if you grow a fucking gray beard, son of a bitch.
And learn how to take care of dogs.
Sure, why not? How's your beard, my dear?
I'm pretty dry. I need another one.
One more for the
I need some more liquid courage.
You're doing a fantastic job.
Good, I'm glad. I think me and you were a fit, don't you think?
Sure, why not?
Why not? Right? I'm here to shoot the shit.
We're stuck with each other.
We're stuck with each other for a while just because he was late, but it's okay.
It's his fucking fault.
I know.
But
he had traffic.
Look, you guys were talking about like Pee Wee Herman and shit, and that just brought me to this. And I want you to tell me what movie is this from?
Go.
You know how much money the average Jizz Mopper makes per hour?
What's a Jizz Mopper?
He's the guy that cleans up the nudie booths after each guy jerks off.
Nudie booth?
Yeah, nudie booth. Never been in a nudie booth?
Guess not.
Oh, man, it's great. You go into this booth and there's this glass between you and these chicks. And they put on a show for you for like $10.
What kind of a show?
Think of the weirdest, craziest shit you'd like to see chicks do. I mean, these chicks do it all. They insert things into any opening on their body. Any opening.
Can we not talk about this now?
The Jizz Mopper's job is to clean it up after each guy shoots a load.
Oh my God.
Does it right on the window.
Well, those aren't Pee Wee Herman movies because when I watch them, that was not there.
It's definitely not a Pee Wee Herman movie.
Maybe you had some X-rated fucking Pee Wee Herman X-rated shit.
It's actually from Clerks. It's from Clerks. You know how much money the average Jizz Mopper makes per hour?
I don't know. What is it? Look it up. Alexa, how much does the average Jizz Mopper make?
Okay, Google. How much money does the average Jizz Mopper make?
Here are the top search results.
Oh, you ain't even gonna say it?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I'm going with.
That's what happens when you have T-Mobile.
I'm going with minimum wage.
I'm going with $15 an hour, man.
Minimum wage.
Oh, is that what it is now?
Yeah.
That's what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying, because he was saying, like, dude, if you do go into an adult spot and they're playing all this shit, what do you expect the guy to do? He's gonna, and what about the ladies that were in the back flicking their fucking bean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Fuck.
Well, there might not have been any ladies in there.
I doubt that. That's not true.
Unless he was going into an all gay.
Somebody
then that's
reported
different.
Pee Wee Herman, and I bet you it
I
wasn't
don't know.
somebody else over there smacking his pod. It was some bean flicker, and I bet you her name was Karen.
How did fucking people named Karen get such a bad fucking rap, dude? Like, fuck, man,
Yeah, if the shoe fits,
Well, I guess, but I'm like, fuck
Karen.
Karen. Like, damn, I'm glad my name's not Karen.
Yolanda. YOLANDA.
Right? Karen.
We didn't have anything for the Karen song.
Damn.
I can find some songs.
Yeah, I
about
bet
Karen.
you can find
There's so
anything.
many fucking memes on people named Karen. I kind of feel sorry for the people. I wouldn't even fucking, if my real name was Karen, in this day and age, I would be like, my name is fucking Christy. My name is fucking Deborah.
All my friends call me Kay.
Yeah, no, fuck K. Because K can, you can always make it to be into. I don't want to be anything named with a K. I just want to be like, I don't know.
Oh, don't you?
You just want to be Yolanda.
I just want to be Yolanda. That's right. I want to be Yolanda.
But I think if your name was Karen, that you'd make us feel like we were safe with at least one Karen.
I would feel different about Karens if your name was Karen.
I guess I'm like fucking.
So all
I'm glad
you
my
Karens
mom
out there,
all you Karens, one of you become good.
Shit,
yeah,
right?
and if not, if you really want to try and make yourself good, come look for Doug, and you can send your application to
What's your deal?
What's your
with
deal?
Doug Gleason
and redeem yourself.
gmail.com.
.com.
That's YOUR. Yes.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get laid on this podcast. It hasn't worked,
Lord.
Yolanda.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Yeah, but it hasn't yet. Not one response.
No, the applications. I mean, they haven't been zipping in.
No, they have not.
Hey, but that was before you got a haircut. You
That's
sexy
true.
bitch.
Look at me.
Right? He transforms very well.
Trimmed it all up.
Top and bottom.
Nah, still working on the bottom.
No, the bottom's just an upside down oak tree.
But but I bought one of those manscaping tools.
What the fuck is a manscaper tool?
It's the one that you can buzz your nuts with. That doesn't actually
won't cut your balls.
Yeah, hey. I'm a fucking ball mower.
Yeah,
too.
I'm still a little afraid of it. It looks like a little motorized.
Well, don't be. Sit on the toilet and just every day just brr, 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 you know, and then the next day try it again.
Yeah.
Until you're like fucking completely bald.
Yeah. And like a little boy.
Like a little boy, like when you were fucking 8 years old.
Little boy.
Right?
Gumby.
Right?
He was once a little green ball of clay.
Gumby.
You should see what Gumby can do today. He
Gumby
can walk into any book with his pony pal Pokey too.
Pokey.
If you have a heart, then Gumby's a part of you.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Fuck yeah, we should be a barbershop quartet. We just have John laughing in the background. We'd fucking make millions.
Right? Told you I like claymation. Gumby's claymation.
Why not? It's beautiful.
Right?
Like I love South Park.
Oh, I like South Park.
Hey, yeah, I like South Park too, bitches.
I do what I want.
I sleep with 500 guys. I do what I want.
Hey, everybody. How you feeling today? Right?
I do.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. My son watches that, and I'm like, I walk in there, and I see him watching it, and I'm like, I don't know if I should tell you to fucking turn it off or fucking leave you alone because it's so funny.
Just sit down next. Or
just sit down. And I've done that before. I've done that where I've sat down with him and I've just watched, like, you know, we just having, you know, mom and son time. And, you know, he'll eventually, he'll put it on The Simpsons. He'll put it there. He'll put it on Adult Swim. Like, he puts it, like, on all kinds of shit. And I'm just like, okay, I'll watch it with you. Like, you know.
You know, I raised my children now. I don't know. I may be lying at this point, but I think my oldest son's 34.
Okay.
And then I think I got 30.
Okay.
And then I think I got 27 or something silly like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's probably all lies.
Well, hey, if they believe a damn word you say, they deserve it.
Right?
But as little kids, man, I let them do whatever the fuck they wanted. You know, I was raised in a family that didn't let me do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was fucking moth just hit me in the head.
No, I know. It's right here somewhere. Like, land in the beer can and die happy.
I'll drink it.
Extra protein.
Right?
So when I had my kids, it was like, hey, fuck it. You get to do whatever you want, you know?
Yeah. I hear you on that. I was brought up in a family where I couldn't talk on the phone till after, you know, if it was 9 o'clock, I couldn't talk on the phone. And that was in fucking high school. And I fucking hated that. Because people would call to talk to me.
At 9:03.
Yeah. And they would answer the phone and say, well, you know, Yolanda can't talk right now. And I was like, motherfucker. You know, I'd be in my room, like, cussing my parents out. Yeah, Mom, you're ruining my life. You know, that kind of shit, you know? So then.
And they were.
Yeah. And then, but I got fucking smart because I worked in high school and I fucking earned my own money. So I bought me my own fucking phone because I had a jack in my room. So I fucking plugged that motherfucker in. And so, you know, when people.
And I would snake.
And I would go and unplug their phones. So my phone would be the only phone that rang, right? So then I'd be like, what's up? Like, you know? And so I've always been a rebeller. Like, you can't tell me what to do. And I'm still like that. Like, don't tell me what to fucking do. Because Yolanda's not gonna, and I guess I'm speaking as myself in the third person, but you can't tell Yolanda what to do because Yolanda's gonna do what she wants to do. You can ask me, but that doesn't mean I'm going to fucking do it. Like, you know, You can't tell me, oh, you're going to do this. Cause I'll be like, fuck you. I'm not like, I'm not going to do it. Like, it's just how I am. Like, I'm feisty that way. Like, it's not going to work. Come back and we'll just, try a different approach.
I remember one point where my dad came up with grounding.
Oh yeah, my parents tried that too. It didn't.
And it was a week at a time. He never had 1 day grounding.
Oh yeah, no. Neither did my parents.
It was always a week. You went for a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then after
then I started running away.
At minimum a week. Minimum.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But after a point, I had worked up like months.
Oh, yeah.
You want another fucking week? All right, fine. Yeah. I'll fucking add another week. You want a month?
Sounds like fucking Breakfast Club, right?
So.
Right? Breakfast Club status? Yeah, fuck you.
I remember
I'm ready to wait.
I remember there was a big party going down in El Monte.
In El Monte.
El Monte, the place where dreams
come true.
So, but I remember I was in the bathroom and I was like decorating myself up, combing my hair and, spiffing up. And my younger sister, who was grounded for months as well.
Oh my God. Okay. She didn't run away. I would have ran away and joined the circus.
I think this was the first night of us going to the circus.
Oh, okay. Well, I would have stayed with the circus if I knew I was going to be.
Because I remember my sister coming in the bathroom going, "Hey, man, what are you doing? You're grounded for the next 4.5 fucking months,
Bye.
No, and I went, you know what? I'm sick of it. What the fuck's he going to do? Ground me more?
Yeah.
I mean, you got one choice. Kick the living shit out of me or ground me and make it 6 months.
How about a fucking year, Doug? You want a fucking year?
So, but anyhow, I'll never forget. My sister got dressed up too. And we both opened the door and my dad went,
"Where the fuck are you going?"
Yeah. We're going to a party, motherfucker.
Oh, shit. That went over like a fart in church.
But he did do something about it. When I got home, all my clothes and everything, all my furniture, everything was out on the back yard.
Oh.
He even packaged up my trash that was in my garbage can.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was a sweetheart.
He was serious.
Sweetheart.
He put it all together too. You find the trash.
I'll show you, motherfucker.
And I was 14 years old.
Damn.
And when my children got to 14, I just couldn't imagine how there was any possibility that anybody allowed that to happen to me, man, because,
Yeah.
You watch, your kids will get to 14, you go, wow.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder Doug's so fucked up.
Yeah, it's, I let my kids do a lot of things that my mom didn't let me do. My daughter's 8 years old and has fucking blue hair. I fucking took her myself and she worked me. I was there to do what I needed to do and she was just supposed to get like a cut and a deep condition and all of a sudden it was like, can I have blue hair? And I go, fucking sure, why not?
Yeah.
My mom never let me do that shit. My mom didn't let me shave my legs, wear mascara, do a lot of like, I don't want to say it's stupid, but I guess back then to her, it was like, you can't do that yet. And it was like, if
you gotta wait till you're 45.
Exactly. Yes, please. And it's like, I'm not doing that because you already did it. And look at what happened with me. I fucking rebelled like a motherfucker. Like I fucking didn't live at home. I fucking took off all the time because, like my mom still says to this day, Yolanda is going to do what Yolanda wants to do. And, it's like, I'm not saying that because I let my daughter do these things that, like, you know, I'm allowing her to do them, or like I'm giving the okay. Like, you know, of course, if my daughter says I want to shave my head and fucking tattoo something on my face, and we're like, fuck no, you know. But it's like, okay, you want to dye your hair blue? I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not gonna make it into a bigger issue than what it needs to be. You want to dye your hair blue and it's semi-permanent? I don't have a problem with it. It's cool. Like, you know. So I guess I'm raising my kids kind of how my mom raised me, but I'm fucking doing it my way too.
Okay, so for instance, when my kids were littler, I came up with a vision.
Okay.
Know? And I said, you know, hey, when caveman first started,
okay,
there was a guy sitting on a rock, a caveman.
Okay.
And he looked over and seen a cave woman.
Okay.
And he decided, yeah, I'm gonna bang the shit out of that chick.
Okay. Yeah.
So he figured out a way to do it, and he picked up a big stick, like a club, and he hit her over the head with it.
Right.
And he drug her ass into the cave, and he banged the shit out of her.
Okay.
And every time he wanted to get laid, he'd just hit her over the head with that club, you know?
Right.
Well, eventually they had a child.
Okay.
And
all that went out the fucking window.
No. The child would be sitting in the cave, but he'd notice that every time Dad wanted to get laid,
she was staring at him.
No, he just hit Mom over the head with
the
fucking stick. No, the stick.
Bing!
Yeah, the stick never stopped.
Oh,
or
shit.
Changed.
Okay. Yeah.
And, but at one point, the cave boy said, when I grow up, I won't be anything like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So now the cave boy grows up and he's sitting out there in the forest and he looks over and there comes a cave woman and he's like, I'd like to fuck the shit out of her, you know?
Okay.
So he picks up a big rock and hits her in the head.
Oh, shit.
And drags her into the cave.
She didn't have no pepper spray?
Well, hold on. So the moral...
Bitches have evolved by then.
So the moral of the story is, don't try to be a lot better than me.
Right.
Just be a little
You're
bit
right.
better.
You're right. You're right.
You know, a rock is a little bit better than a fucking club.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
You know.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. Well, what it is like when you're raising your children, there'll be points and times in your life where you say something that your parents would have said to you, to your children.
Oh, all the time.
Then you gotta stop and go, I'm fucking sorry.
Time.
Let's go get ice cream.
Time.
Because you're just a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm 100.
No,
I'm you know, like I said.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And that's life.
Yep, that's life. That's life when you have kids, because, you know, when it was me and my husband, we would just, you know, hey, you want to wake up at 8:00 and you want a blowjob, and then after that, let's go out and fucking get drunk all day. Okay. Now I can do that, right? And now I can do that. Now it's like, okay, well, I have all my days planned out and I have a fucking calendar and I got all this shit. Oh, catechism, fucking we're camping and we're doing this and PTO and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, fuck, you know? But at the same time, I complain about it, but I love it.
Very nice.
It's, you know, it's just, it's balance is what it is. You know, I balance it out to be here. You know, even though he was fucking late, like 30 minutes.
And speaking of...
And miss out on some fucking great ass, like, you know, conversations that we had.
Look. A wizard is never late. He is always on time.
That's a lie. Speaking of time, Mr. Chris, where are we looking at?
Hey man, I tried to give you the T-minus.
Feels
10
like
minutes
it's been about an
5
hour.
minutes ago. I gave you the T-minus 10 minutes 5 minutes ago. Nobody wanted to listen to me.
We didn't
I'm
hear
just
you.
the guy behind the computer.
How many minutes are we on?
Dude, you're literally looking at 5 minutes remaining.
Fantastic. Yolanda.
Doug.
This has been an amazing hour of conversation with
Yes,
you.
it has.
I don't think that we accomplished anything out of it.
What?
We got a little bit done, I think.
A little bit?
And we asked a couple of questions that mattered, I think.
I think they all fucking matter.
Well,
I'm
no,
just
I
saying.
don't pee in the shower.
I mean, even if you had athlete's foot, I mean, come on, man.
I don't get athlete's foot.
But I mean, if you ever put on somebody's shoes who had athletes, oh wait, I forgot. You went to school with white kids. Never mind.
Yeah. And Asians, we didn't share shoes.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
We didn't do that. I didn't, sorry.
Okay.
I got one
I can't
Asian.
help in that
I still
area.
have one Asian.
Well, how's he doing? Is he still alive?
My buddy Jules?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, he's Asian. He's got to be alive. He's fucking
No,
safe.
he's a great man.
Well, he's good at math. He knows when it's coming.
He's
man.
a truly tremendous human being. He's
Well-
one of the finest human beings.
Well, hey, Jules, I don't know you. Haven't met you, but Doug says you're
Shout
amazing.
out to Jules.
Fucking Jules.
Yeah,
You're the
Jules.
fucking man, dude.
Jules is about 1 inch away from being a midget.
Hey.
Oh,
Just because
wow,
we're talking
okay,
about
well.
fucking Asians doesn't
No,
mean
no,
we gotta
no.
start talking about
But-
inches and saying
was
1
so-
inch and shit.
he was
That's
so,
just fucking racist.
He was so amazing. He'd come over to my house and he'd tell my kids, hey, you're almost about my size.
Oh my God.
Make your dad buy you these styles of clothes
Oh
because
my God. That's
you're
funny.
going to grow out of them and then you can give them to Uncle Jules.
They'll still fit me. I'm not getting any
Yeah.
bigger.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
He was he's just a truly amazing, funny human being. And I got a lot of stories about that shit. And one day I hope to,
Have a podcast with him or, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, that
Hey,
would
we
be
Well,
need
cool.
Jules here.
I'd be intrigued.
at one point, Yolanda, you start to figure out that some of your stories might be a little bit bullshit.
My stories?
No.
Oh.
Just
Me.
a little bit. Just a
Oh.
little bit.
No, like me. Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So, but seems like it would be fun to get like two or three of your friends over there
Yeah.
to see how they remember it
Mhm.
and see what the ending
Yeah, for sure.
goal
Yeah.
was,
Mhm.
So, but
Yeah.
till then, I want you to look at that camera right there, Miss Yolanda, and say, my name's Yolanda,
Okay. When do I say that right now?
and that was my deal.
My name is Yolanda, and that was my deal. Cheers,
Deal,
motherfuckers.
deal. Hey, wait.
Deal,
And what did we
deal,
do? What did we do? You said, teach me how to Dougie, right? Let's
Teach
end
me
with
how to
that.
Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Everybody. That's right. See? Told you we could make a soundtrack, a CD about that.
Yeah, see? That's it, man. That's it.
Thank you, Yolanda.
Thank you.
This was fucking
And there you
amazing.
Do I take the fucking headphones off now?
Yolanda.
Yolanda,
Y-O-L-O-A-N-D-A.
That was fun. That was awesome.
That was so